MarioDickinsCreations.com, the leader in customizable memorial printing and graphic presentation. With over 24 years of experience working with families, honoring their loved ones, creating industry trends, they offer all styles of obituaries from standard to custom with exquisite paper upgrades available. MarioDickinsCreations.com offers grand memorial presentation displays such as adult life-size cutout, backdrops, casket panels, retractable banner stands, poster boards, floor mat, banners, bookmarks, buttons, masks, and shirts, fully customizable. They also now offer urns, woven blankets, casket decal, and fully printed casket wrap. Everything you need to showcase your loved one's legacy. 24-hour rush upgrades available. On time, professional, and convenient. Go to MarioDickinsCreations.com, click on Memorial Service, and get started today.
End of that field. Appreciate that. Definitely. Gonna make
you crazy. Listen by the wrist, keep that 40 by the hip. I got that super dumb drip. I've been sipping on ricotta, gon' pop me a bottle, pour me up a drink. Yeah, she been sipping on ricotta, gon' pour her a bottle, pour her up a drink, pour us up a drink. A ricotta, we gon' have a drink. A ricotta, everybody drinking. Ricotta, get you some ricotta. Oh, I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. Ricotta or more, drink like a boss.
MarioDickinsCreations.com, the leader in customizable memorial printing and graphic presentation. With over 24 years of experience working with families, honoring their loved ones, creating industry trends, they offer all styles of obituaries from standard to custom with exquisite paper upgrades available. MarioDickinsCreations.com offers grand memorial presentation displays such as adult life-size cutout, backdrops, casket panels, retractable banner stands, poster boards, floor mat, banners, bookmarks, buttons, masks, and shirts, fully customizable. They also now offer urns, woven blankets, casket decal, and fully printed casket wrap. Everything you need to showcase your loved one's legacy. 24-hour rush upgrades available. On time, professional, and convenient. Go to MarioDickinsCreations.com, click on Memorial Service, and get started today.
Yeah, black excellence. I am excellently black with intelligence. I am heaven sent.
You are now tuned in to the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast.
We're here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here. We are live. We are lit. This is episode 130 of the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast. It's Thursday. We are back. You know what the fuck going on. Today's episode is titled Endypendence Day. I'll get to why that's the title of this episode shortly, but that's what's going on. Today is Endypendence Day. If you're just tuning in, please share on Facebook, like, subscribe, notification button on YouTube, also on Twitter. Please retweet, like, post it everywhere that you can. Let people know that we live, that we lit. We're going to give it a few minutes for a few more people to tune in. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with me as usual is my dog Don. Say what up to the people. What up, people? You know what I mean? Like I said, we are live, we are lit. This is episode 130 of the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast. You are locked in. If you're on Facebook, please share everywhere that you can right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it popping. We ain't going to waste no time because we got a guest in the building with us today.
Obviously, it's kind of loud in the background.
Yeah, it is. Loud as hell. Man. But yeah, we got a guest in the building with us today. Indy, wherever she at. Yeah. We're going to be bringing Indy on with us in a few minutes. Also, shout out to the YouTube people, man. Them views is going up. So salute to y'all for that shit. Every time I check that motherfucker, every 24 hours, it's 1,000 views on the episode. So I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We just need, and the subscriptions is going up actually. We was at 195 last week and we had like 227 today. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna waste no more time, man. We gonna get right into this shit. Like I said, today's episode is titled Endypendence Day. You know what I'm saying? Featuring Indy the Queen. That's our guest. We're gonna have her on the screen in a few minutes rocking with us. At some point. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to her.
You know, niggas come to the compound and want to do photo shoots.
Yeah, you know how that shit go. You know what I mean? We gotta let a motherfucker get it popping. But like I said, man, if you just tuning in on Facebook, everywhere, please share this episode everywhere that you can. Anywhere and everywhere that you can. When we get our guests in here, you know what I'm saying? Make some room for our guests, right?
Yeah, make room for the queen now.
Yeah.
Queen late.
Yeah.
Queen was on time.
Queen good. We 7:30. She know we 7:30.
What's going on, y'all?
People who watch the show know we 7:30.
First of all, energy. You said I was late.
You late on the screen.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, so we here. Like I said, today's episode is 130 of the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast. Today's episode is titled Endypendence Day because we got Indy the Queen in the building with us.
Yeah. Okay, make sure y'all emphasize that Indy. I want to say that with a little bit more.
Endypendence Day.
Endypendence. You know, emphasize that for me, please. Look at my phone.
Where's that?
They got it.
Oh, okay. Also, it's 414 day today too because it's April 4th. I mean, it's April's the 4th month. Today is the 14th day, so it's 414 day in the meal.
Oh,
you know
okay. Period. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you look like a boss up there, G.
Like, come on, don't disrespect my name.
Shit. Here we go. Here we go.
Look like
you see what we here.
Oh, we are slick, slick talk.
First of all, it's Ladies' Day and they took our shit over. You know what I'm saying?
Of
This week we had Ashley here Tuesday, and today we got Indy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ashley. I need to check out her book.
Yes, shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to all the women that's kind of like doing some things. That's dope. So
facts. We gonna stay there.
So
So
aggressive too. So I can't wait till back to nigga day.
So what's going on?
aggressive. Yeah, y'all don't like us when we sweet and vulnerable. You know, we got to body slam niggas nowadays. Yeah.
I like sweet and vulnerable.
That domestic violence shit ain't what's up.
It's not.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
don't take us there. I don't beat. I said, you know what I'm saying? Slam a little bit. You like to get slammed?
No.
You like to get
I
slammed?
like to do the slamming.
Yeah, niggas like to slam.
Yeah.
He used
Sheriff
to professional wrestle. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Let me get my phone. Like,
He's a professional wrestler. So what you hear, you know what I'm saying? What you got to plug and promote? Like what's building with Indy? We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right into
waste
it.
no time. Building with Indy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Building with Indy is a whole spew of things. Thank you. So pretty much what I'm big on financial literacy. Business credit, personal credit. Those that know me know I have a trucking company. So I promote trucking and dispatching. So again, Building with Indy pretty much created just by default during the pandemic.
Like this podcast. Go ahead.
Pretty much. So, and I just realized there was a lot of people out there that needed a me. So I figured that instead of, I used to pretty much give out free game all the time, give out free gems all the time. So of course, being a business, mogul or whatever that I am, I figured that I want to take what I knew and monetize off of it. So that's pretty much how Building with Indy created. I'm still in the beginning stages of it, but I am like solid with my clients. And,
So you're doing like workshops?
No, I do courses.
Okay.
I do one-on-one courses with.
So it's more intimate than actually going to a class.
Definitely. I tried a class.
And you're not fleecing people for credit repair, are you?
Huh?
You're not fleecing people for credit repair.
What do you mean fleecing?
Finessing.
Oh, well, so you got to do the technical with me. No, hell no. That's one thing I don't play with. I don't play with nobody money, identity, or time.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, not at all. Everything about me is legit.
See a lot of women getting into the trucking industry. Is
Mm-hmm.
it hard?
No, it's not hard. It's crazy that you just said that.
What advice would you give like a woman that's interested in trying to do her thing in that? So doing your thing.
You know what's crazy is that's 95% of my clients is women. Okay. And I want to touch on that a little bit because it's kind of been like a bittersweet thing because you got more women that's kind of starting to get to the bag a little bit more than y'all men. I don't want to say y'all.
The stripper said that. The strippers been saying that.
Yeah, that's true.
Women hit the strip club harder than you niggas do these days.
Yeah, we kind of like get into the bag a little bit more than the men. So 95% of my clients are women. A lot of women is trying to pretty much make our mark in this male industry. So it's kind of been rewarding if I get to create this abnormal bridge in relationship with women in such a male-dominated industry. And it's been kind of dope because I get the chance to create the sisterhood vibe inside of such a dominant field. So it's not hard at all. Jumping in.
I'm sure they more comfortable sitting down with you anyway than like if they walked in and they say it was some niggas in the room. I'm sure it's more comfortable to talk to you about their money.
That sometimes it's kind of like I think it's hard. I think it's easier to believe seeing a woman do it. But a lot of times us women, we kind of normally led by men. So I actually have to really kind of like prove myself more, even amongst women, because especially in a male dominant, career, you kind of believe what a male would say, because we expect for the male to one lead and then two, because it's a male dominant industry. So I be having to kind of like prove myself. And that's what I didn't want to do. I kind of wanted to just remain natural, pretty much show my accolades, let people let me speak for myself. But now that door has opened, it's been like a solid year to where I got too many clients to where I don't even have time to run my trucks. Because some clients don't even know until they find out that I actually drive too. So I would jump in the field and actually, drive if I got to, if for whatever reason my driver don't show up or drivers don't show up or whatnot. So I'm in a position to drive. So of course I get those questions like, is it hard? Is it difficult? How did you do it? Whatever. And I'm just like, shit, you just get up and kind of like go. It's almost equivalent to going to get your driver's license. Once you get your driver's license, what you want to do next? You want to do a car. You want to get a car. And then after that, you want to find a way to make money so you can go afford this car note. It's really the same steps as kind of like entering into the trucking industry.
So yeah. We talked about the trucks. I know you got more businesses than that. What else you got going
on? I am co-owner of 1011. I'm here in Beauty Lounge.
Shout out 1011 here in Beauty Lounge.
Period. I didn't get a chance to go get touched up for this podcast. But of course, I'm always supporting 1011 Dale's here. Face the whole nine. So I'm co-owner of
what all services do they provide at 1011?
1011, we are a one-stop shop. We have estheticians, we do waxing, brows, makeup, nails, hair. We sell weave. Pretty much a one-stop shop for women. You want it, you pretty much got it.
You book online or you book with the stylist?
We book online. Your favorite stylist, you can book us at www.1011 spelled out habl.com, and you can pretty much find all of your desired people that you choose that you want to service you there, or you can book their website.
So y'all sell weave.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a weave connect.
Yeah, weave or weave. Weave. Yes. We have a weave connect. Weave connect. Yeah, I just said weave connect. I ain't
Where the weave connect?
Yeah, even if you do, I wouldn't let you say that on camera.
Oh, okay. I'm just
talking
making
about that
sure.
off here.
Oh, okay.
That's for another show. You feel me?
Right.
It is 414 me,
So where you
414 day. It's almost 420.
Where you getting your hair from?
Oh, you want me to give you my connect?
No. That's what region?
Across the seas, we have a few different vendors. China.
Any American vendors?
No. It's not too many of us over here
shaving hands. That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, it's not too many of us that shaving hands and got slave shops.
Maybe that's an industry black folk need to get
into. We kind of need to.
We definitely need to get into.
I'm sure some niggas with some farms, some horses and shit.
Hey, Raven Simone.
We don't have
got the
horse here. Yeah, we gotta actually shave someone's hair, but here, who's gonna produce that type of quality of hair for us? Cambodia.
So over there, they actually shaving.
Oh yeah. Like this off someone's head. Yeah. It's Cambodian.
India is a huge market for that.
India, Cambodia, Brazil, China.
They women walk around like Jada Pinkett.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how they make a living.
Anyway.
You got some women that actually shave, that actually grow their hair to shave.
In India, it's they do it at a certain age. Mm-hmm. They do it like 16 while they're still virgins.
And they turned it into a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So you learn something every day on the Slicktalk Scalez podcast.
Yeah.
Shows you how much
I watch Chris Rock documentary.
Oh, the good hair.
Yeah, the good hair. I watch that. You know.
Makes sense. Where's the logo?
1011, 8106 Appleton Avenue. Not too far from here. So 8106 West Appleton Avenue.
Yeah. So y'all go check them out, man. 1011. Get your fellas, get your lady dip. Ladies, go get yourself together. They provide all services. You feel me? Full service salon.
Full service.
Called a full service salon.
Yeah, so y'all do pedicure?
Yes.
Yeah, they do the whole nine.
We do pedicures, we do massages, do wax, do facials, makeup.
I think I ask this question every time we have somebody on who work in a salon.
Mm-hmm.
What race is the person who jags off the feet? Is it an Asian? Is it a white girl?
You said what is the race that masturbates to feet?
Yep, the person that jags off the feet.
Black. We fully black.
Oh shit!
Fully black
Okay, we
style.
all black up in there.
Yeah, we
Let's
fully 100%
put these
black.
dogs in the black woman. Come on, jag these
My
off.
girls, they love that. Ain't no but some feet. It ain't no but some feet. Come
Michael
on,
J. Curtis said,
y'all
"Turn
should
up."
bring y'all should bring y'all
Michael J.
ladies.
Curtis said, "Turn up."
He said you being cool like you got an album coming out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Actually, I did have a
Yeah, speaking of that, that's what I was about to ask you.
I
See,
mean,
Michael J, you
listen,
supposed to be on here. See, that's
yeah.
because you're supposed to be podcasting, nigga. But you done beat me to my motherfucking question.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next thing since Michael J done segues. Are you still doing music, man?
No.
The question I get all the time.
No.
So you're not doing music no
No.
more. It's over. You retired.
Well, I'm not gonna say
We didn't get a retirement album. We didn't get a retirement mixtape. We didn't get a retirement party. Like, what happened?
It wasn't for me. I think I had the talent, but didn't have the passion. If that makes sense to a lot of people, you know how you can just have the talent, but that's just I feel like I had fun on stage. I loved everything about performing.
Do you think Milwaukee's music scene discouraged you?
Honestly, because I'm not from Milwaukee, I was accepted by Milwaukee.
So that made your angle a little different.
So my angle was a little different. I always felt embraced, and I specialize in features. So
Where you from?
Tennessee. Yep. So when I came about, I was like the new girl, the it girl, you know. When I came around that era, so it was like I was on everyone's feature.
Yeah.
So for me, I was embraced, so I can't speak for no one else.
I just thought maybe because here you could be hot and then it's like a ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know. Some people get burnt out by that. Like I got the passion to rap, but it's a ceiling here. This shit ain't really going no further than you know what I mean. So
No, because for me, I've always been well-rounded. I'm always been very optimistic. I don't have any children, so for me to kind of move around as I please, that wasn't an issue. I just think that really one of my biggest things that pushed me to music was my older brother. And he had got sentenced to a lengthy time, 16 years. So he's been gone for almost 12 years now. And I think when he left, it was just like, okay, I got to do music as much no more. And so free my brother, free Snoop, free
till
Fred,
it's backwards.
Till it's backwards. A couple more years, I've been holding him down. I just can't wait. So he was more disappointed than anyone that I kind of like stopped doing music. But not me. I was just like, whew, I don't have to worry about it no more, because coming up with 16 or 32 was easy. It was like work. But
come up with concepts.
They're coming up with all
so
that.
maybe you just needed to be produced, maybe. That probably was what it was. That's probably what was missing. And then once you didn't really catch that relationship in music, you was like,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
It's like I hear what you're saying. You like, I can write a 16, 32 bars, 48. That's easy.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But the
easy,
song concept and being produced and actually coming up with a record is a totally different concept.
That's an entirely different thing. And
here y'all don't like being produced.
I just think it's the relationship. I don't think it's that people don't like it. I just don't think technically they don't understand the role or the job title of that. And then a lot of niggas who are supposed to be producers are beat makers and they front as producers. So them are two totally different things. So then an artist can get caught up with a beat maker for years thinking you with a producer and you've been with a beat maker this whole time. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to being with a producer.
I mean, I've been saying that forever.
Then you got producers who want to be artists.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So then that conflict with them working with artists, which is a conflict of their job title. Because the niggas that I know that do both separate the two.
Yep.
They're artists for a certain amount of time of the year, and then the rest of the other part of the year, they're a producer. You see what I'm saying? You can't really commit to both.
You can't do both.
Be a record executive, producer, artist, like god damn, nigga.
There's only so much. There's only so much creative energy you got.
That's all I'm saying.
You can't do both.
Yeah, so I was You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I was that.
Because the last freestyle I heard, you know, you was out in Vegas with the girls in the drop top. You know, me and Trax asked for these. Yeah, we was making Elisa Nicole comeback. You know, we started her comeback probably about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So we asked, you know, all the females who collaborated with her before to give us a feature for this, you know, Bitch I'm from Milwaukee record, right?
Yeah.
And of course, Indy had to overdo her. You know what? This nigga sent back a video in the drop top from Vegas with all the girls. It's like 8 girls. They rapping her shit word for word with her. I'm like, damn, we didn't even ask for all of this. Thanks, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't wait to post her shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
none of my verses? Yeah.
I've heard everything.
Really? Oh, okay. What you got to say about
that nigga don't miss nothing.
Oh, you don't miss anything?
No, I don't miss shit.
On the spot, what you got to think? What you got to say about me?
I think you're nice.
Mike said he's trying to sign you.
Without the passion, it still come through in the records, and that's the important thing. Nobody should know that you don't. You speaking about it post your career is cool, but him listening to you as a fan, he shouldn't be able to pick that up in your.
Oh,
and you can't, because when you're going hard.
Right. I think it's because I always love to entertain. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what it is. It was like once I was on the stage, it was fun. And it was like, gotta do the work.
Michael J. Curtis said he want to be all up in your video, so you need to come sign the Death Row.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Death Row.
Michael J.
Hey, I'm like the female rapper whisperer too, so you know, I'm always paying attention to what female rappers do.
Okay.
Since we here, and we gonna play this versus game or this drinking game later or whatever, and because I owe you one for Miami.
Oh yes, you definitely owe me one.
I owe you one.
I got video. Miami. You owe me one for sure.
Remember the drinking game you seen me and Rizzy playing? That was her that did that shit to me and bro. Me and bro playing that shit. We high, Rizzy high and drunk. You know I don't drink, but they forced me because I lost. I had to drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah,
so, none of that baby. So I'm gonna get your ass back today with my versus game on my motherfucking podcast. You feel me?
Let's see how
revenge is sweet.
Let's see. Hopefully.
Sweet, hopefully. So sweet. I hope it give you saccharin today, motherfucker. Give you diabetes. Okay, so speaking of the state of like female hip hop, right? They dragging Coyle Ray because she sold 11,000 copies of her album this week. Okay. In my opinion. The female rap game is I'm gonna give you mine and I want yours.
Okay.
In my opinion, the female rap game is growing. You know what I mean? And I applaud it. It's a light years ahead of where it was 10 years ago, right? So, but they still gotta understand you gotta take baby steps. For some reason or another, they think because these girls have hit records, which trend well on TikTok and do well socially and virally, is gonna translate into record sales. And that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is her debut album. I feel like her single came out 2 years ago. So I feel like the rollout took too long. I think y'all missed her wave. Yeah. When she was hot, they missed that. The Dirt record or whatever, that's when she should have dropped the album. But they waited it's been 2 years since that Dirt song came out. You know what I'm saying? She tried to do the Twin and them record. They kept trying to do these TikTok records. That's not gonna make my daughter, Chase, go buy your album. Right. She buying Rod Wave. She buying NBA Youngboy because she feel like they got a story to tell. I asked my daughter why she listened to the people she listened to. She believes in their story. She knows their baby mamas from social media. You know what I'm saying? So she's able, when she listens to the music, she's able to tie it to what they talking about. Yeah. Coyle Ray on the other hand, I just like your 3 songs. So I'll just download these 3 records. I'm not buying your album when it drops, or I'm not downloading your album when it drops.
You know, it's weird. It's weird because men typically don't buy women out
at all.
So you're already at a disadvantage as a female artist selling records.
But then you got your anomalies like the Nickies. You got the Cardi B who Cardi B just broke a record where every single on her album went platinum. Yeah. Nobody's done that before. So she just broke a record. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that, and then even Lotto last month had a big month. Her first week was big. She did what she was supposed to do. Lotto did her thing, and the Mariah Carey record is like number 3 in the country or some shit like that. Lotto, that fantasy record. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah, come on, man. We know Mariah Carey works at Radio Don. That's not even debatable. Then Lotto looks like her daughter that raps. So that just works. Like that. Whoever's behind Lotto, they were genius with that. That's a no-brainer. That's like 1 + 1 = 2 for me. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Dupri produced record. Y'all in Atlanta. They cool. Yeah. She comes off of Jermaine Dupri's TV show.
Facts.
So to getting the clearance for the record ain't nothing because he produced it and wrote. So Here we go. Bam. There you go.
Just saying, the Mariah Carey record, it's a hit again.
Yeah. Everybody who sampled some Mary made a hit too. Yeah. Don't play with me. That's one of my versus questions. Yeah. So what is your opinion on it?
Give me a direct question.
So I'm saying, even in the Coyle Ray situation, what do you think was the stall with her shit?
Well, of course, everyone's gonna blame it on COVID. It was the timing of everything. Wasn't too many people thinking about couldn't tour.
But it's still niggas who still sold records through this though.
Niggas.
Well, Lotto's the only girl who really sold. Even Megan's last joint didn't do that well.
And then we know that sex sells. So I think with Coyle Ray is that she came out kind of being original, and it's hard entering into such a male-dominant industry, being a woman, but then also being herself.
You mean original?
Being like her
personality,
her physique, her personality,
her whole look, even her
don't sound.
Even her don't sound.
Yeah, she kind of she who she sound like.
What's the girl name? She came out years ago, but she from. Damn, I can't remember her name right now. Somebody help me out. Because that's the only thing that I was giving a little weird looking girl. Is that you talking about Days Low?
Days Low.
Sound?
I can see maybe because they got the.
She sound like her.
I think Days Low was more.
She sound
okay.
Days I thought was a little harder, but I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the same vocal tone.
Well, a lot of people bit Days shit though.
I think some people
Dirk bit Days shit. Plenty niggas bit Days shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I guess so to specify what I mean by original, I guess.
What's the one nigga from New York? Motherfuckers, when I didn't have my dreads. No, when I didn't have my dreads, nigga said I look like him. What's dude's name? The young nigga from New York. Used the auto-tune all the time. A Boogie with the hood. He sounds just like Days Low. You close your eyes, it's Days Low. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So plenty of people install her shit, but
pushed her straight up the game. Then stole her.
She don't fuck with so tough. I think she looked more like Faith Evans. What's happening, Renzel? I ain't even see Renzel in the comments. Shout out old Raymond. Yes, sir.
He in here giving out some more of it.
So, I just seen you out of town, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I actually have been in Miami twice with you in the last 3 years, which is random and interesting. But it's been fun. Great time.
Very fact. That's
You're part of two of my favorite trips I've been on in the last 15 years. You were part of them motherfuckers. It's crazy. But so they're lifting the federal mandate for traveling, where you haven't have a mask in the airport. Mm-hmm. So they're about to lift that.
Yes.
Yeah, they're about to lift that.
The mask don't do shit anyway. So
I don't think it did shit either, but keep people off the airplane.
Yeah,
so I can stop riding first class all the time.
Ooh, big spender.
Yeah, big money.
I don't need people away from me. When you got that mask on, you already can't breathe. Thanks. And then I'm shoved in with 3 motherfuckers in one. No.
Claustrophobic.
A little bit. First class, please.
Let me ask you something, because you're a money lady.
I am.
Is $100,000 a year a lot of money?
No.
Explain why.
I mean, it's obviously different strokes for different folks. To do the math, we got that's only $8,000 a month. I mean, why you laugh? Why you laugh?
Down like that, but that's true.
You said what?
People don't normally break it down like that.
Yeah, it's
She a money lady. That's why I wanted to ask this. I wanted to ask her this. She wanted the number crunchers like that.
So that's $8,000 a month, and I don't want to say it's no money because obviously once upon a time I couldn't wait to see 6 figures. So I don't want to say it's not money, but for me, once I reached that, I realized it's a whole other level of brackets, and I think $100,000 for what it is that I'm trying to do is nothing. So $8,000 a month is nothing for me. I mean, for me, I at least want to see 20. That's
a month.
A month.
20 a month.
That's at least, yeah.
So once 1.2 per year.
Yeah. I mean, my goal is I make it, but so, I don't touch it.
According to how you do things, I went and did we don't do the Negro. Well, I don't want to put it on niggas. ignorant way of looking at money. You know, we try to use our financial literacy that we learned over these past couple of years to how to look at money. So that really comes out to $960,000.
$960,000.
It's not even
$100,000. Okay.
It's not you get what I'm saying?
You mean you mean 96,000?
Yeah, 96,000. That's what they get what I'm saying.
I thought you talking about the 1.
No, but I'm saying the 100 comes out to 96. You see what I'm saying? So you don't even get the 100.
No.
Anyway.
Don't even.
So you might as well achieve more.
So who said that? What was that question?
That was the question. They were asked. There was a debate on Twitter if that was enough money.
Oh,
and it was people saying, it was people saying no. It was people saying what you said, $8,000 a month. Like,
I mean, I guess you said,
is it enough? Like,
is it
depends on who you ask.
Is that person just taking care of them by themselves?
Yeah.
And nobody else.
So that's how the question I got to breaking down, because people start asking, what if you got kids?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah,
I think the main question is what it is you looking to do in life. Because I can make it work with, to be honest, I can make it work with $1,000 a month, depending on what my trajectory is in the future. So if I don't have much to do.
And then also, because it's two-sided to the question. So the other side of the question is the ignorant side of things, where you go where a nigga trying to flex on you because he got 100.
Oh no, if you want to flex on me 100 is nothing. Then no, not at all. At least 3. You want to be at least 3 to be able to pop shit. You want to at least be 3. You know what I'm saying? So I pop shit comfortably. But 100,000, no. I mean, not the flex, no. But who am I to say that 100,000
ain't at least a quarter to
flex?
That may,
at least as slick as I've become with money. You give me $100,000 a year right now, I'll be a millionaire in 3.
Yeah, but that's if you intelligent with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, that's enough.
You saying get it a year? You get 100,000 a year.
You get 100,000 a year.
And you can do whatever you want with it. Is that enough?
No, you're living.
That's all you get to live off of.
No, you're living off.
There's no ceiling.
So in other words,
I mean, that's
you're
the
going to
ceiling.
invest 300,000. So how are you going to take your 300,000 to make it at least $1 million?
Well, so my credit's already good.
Okay.
So I'm going straight into real estate, and I'm buying a home, because buying and flipping is short term.
Right.
When you're talking about long term, forever money, I'm buying a home. I want at least 200 units.
Okay. Yeah.
Now people don't understand when you say 200 units. That means I could have 50 houses, but they 4 families.
Okay.
Which makes it 200 units. As long as you could continue to generate income outside of what you spent, you're winning, right?
Yeah, right.
So I want to spend the whole 100,000 so that I could turn back 400, 500.
Yeah.
How you gonna eat?
Huh?
You spend all your don't you only get 100,000 to start?
Man, listen. If I got 100,000 with my credit, my 100,000 is really worth about $1 million.
So let's break it down to this. So that 8,000 a month, what are you investing in putting away? 8,000. Now remember, you gotta live, put gas in your car, eat, all that shit.
I'm not putting nothing away. I'm not putting nothing away because okay. So my goal is my goal, and the way I'm gonna get there is already set. So I don't have to worry about where my money is being allocated, because it's already allocated. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Right? So I'm $100,000 increases what I can borrow from a bank.
Potentially.
Okay. I see how you're looking at it.
It's potentially, because you always got to remember.
Right.
So I guess in the aspect is what you got to look at, right? And the aspect is, even if I have 800 imperial score, correct? Mm-hmm. And I was given $100,000. Now, prior to this $100,000, now I agree with you about 90%, because at the end of the day, the bank, in order for the bank to leverage me that type of money, I got to have residual income. Right. So they're going to want to know where I got this $100,000 from. Right. So prior to me obtaining a certain type of loan, I got to generate a certain form of an income. Thank you. So if I was given $100,000, that'd be considered mattress money. Mm-hmm. So before I even make that type of investment, long term or short term, I got to find a way to take that $100,000, create some form of an entity, generate income to prove to the bank that they can give me another $100,000. And we take that and we leverage it and multiply times 3 or 50 or 20 of what he's trying to do. So that's why I think people don't get the process, that you got to have the game plan, like what he said. He already, his trajectory is already mapped out. So he got to have that mindset create. Give me this 100,000. I got the idea already to create this dummy account or an entity, generate this money, wash it through a bank, So now the bank can say, oh shit, okay, you got $100,000 in asset. Now I'm going to give you a loan for 1.some million. I'm going to take that 1.some million, leverage it, and go get 5, 6, 7, 8 housing units.
Yeah.
So I think that's what most people miss. But again, to have the mindset of strategy is a work within itself.
Right.
So most people don't have that mindset. That's why I say 100,000 can easily trickle down. Now making the wrong investment when the housing market crash, now you're in trouble.
Right.
So again, I think it's
but that's
based
why
on that mindset.
that's why buying a home is always going to be safer because people are always going to be looking to rent.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
That's facts.
So
Michael J said unless you put the money into an asset and use the asset as collateral.
Yeah, that's
why he said he was
buying
a house. Yeah, that's why he said it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in my situation, it's a little different, right? Because you give me $100,000 before I even generate the asset, I'm already pre-approved for $200,000. So now I could go comfortably take that $200,000.
Yeah, because you know you got
because I know I got the 100 that I can now funnel while I'm using the 200,000 to buy 2 units and go start generating money. So like you said, once the trajectory is mapped out, it becomes simpler.
Yep. The mind is something you can't buy.
Yeah,
strategy is something you can't buy. You got to know how to strategize something to implement it into your plan.
And then it ain't for everybody to have access to it because it's just like in sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we call a timeout and you don't get to know what we're talking about in the timeout because this is our strategy.
Right.
So if everyone had a hold of it, wouldn't have no value.
Yeah, what would be the, you know what I mean? So, but what do you think about people withholding information? I know you're not about that because you put on workshops and shit. But you know it's people in the game who do these type of things.
So again, remember my opening statement was I took what I love to do, which was giving out gems, and I monetized off of it because me and my family gotta eat. I'm always gonna come up with multiple streams of income. So I give a little, get a lot. Give a little information, gain a whole bunch of clients. So I don't think that one should get mad that one took time out of their life, which is something you can never get back, to obtain certain form of knowledge or sacrifices that they took and expect them to just give it to you. There's nothing in this world is free. Not even us. Not our identity. Not even free. Our social security number is being, is bringing profit. It's monetization on our social security number. Right. It's handed to us for free, but it's not free. So why should I spend my hard-earned time and money and headache and sacrifice of obtaining knowledge, whether it was through school, student loans, whatever the case may be, to just come back and give free information to just everyone that's seeking it. Now to my village, it's a different thing.
Right.
I bring it back to the village all day, meaning those around me, those who want to uplift me, those who want to be, a part of me, of course, because it's, we all eat. But for one to just sit back and think you're obligated to give them anything, I have a problem with those.
Facts, I agree. And if you're not willing to go obtain the information, that's my issue with people. Like, go seek the information. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit around and sulk and be like, oh, ain't nobody sharing shit or nobody tell me nothing. Go get it.
Take that.
Go take it. You know what I'm saying? For real. You'll take anything else you want. You're hungry for knowledge and information. If you was hungry for food and you ain't had no money, what would you do?
Go get it.
You go get it. So that's the same thing as information. You know what I mean? But it's what she said, it's the pacifying or expecting somebody to hold your hand or the Me Too or the, you know what I mean? Like, I should have the Mr. Me Too syndrome. I'm like, I should have that too. Or dude don't want to give me, he don't want to put me on how he did. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, Z. So
expectations.
Expectations, yeah. Unnecessary expectations. 2 inmates at an all-women prison in New Jersey are pregnant after both had sex with a transgender inmate. After the ACLU fought to have transgenders be in female prisons, less than a year later, 2 female inmates are pregnant. At a New Jersey prison.
I knew that was coming.
That's what they asked did.
By a transgender inmate.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Literally coming. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally.
I knew that was coming.
It's playing with fire, man.
Right. So what you got to say about that?
That's a whole mess, ain't it?
That's a whole mess. Oh my God. I knew it was coming though. What you got to say?
How does that work exactly?
Okay, so why do
the same way.
I don't want to get canceled.
No, well, how you gonna get canceled? You ain't gonna get canceled.
So listen. We have gone overboard with the acceptance of transgender in America.
Mm-hmm.
We've allowed transgender athletes to compete
against women.
We've allowed now transgenders to be in the same prison systems, bathrooms, everything. Okay, listen. Until you have made a full transition, you should not be allowed to bunk or
be housed
where other women are.
They might have had a deal with each other. Like maybe the two inmates didn't have kids, and they like maybe I ain't gonna never get out to have kids.
It's always
so a penis is going in a vagina in a woman's prison.
This ain't Orange is the New Black.
It is, but regardless of the fact, it's still going back to the society because who is going to take care of this child? Both parents incarcerated. Now taxpayer dollars.
Mike, I didn't read that these women were raped. The story that 50 Cent posted and what I read on Baller Alert. It didn't. No, it was on Baller Alert too. He got it from them, but I didn't read anything about them being raped. Now I don't misquote in the prison, but I didn't hear that.
Right? Was it the guards?
They saying it's they pregnant by the transgender. I guess they didn't. They probably did a DNA. That was next.
Oh God!
And of course they're gonna put it on the transgender so that none of the CEOs get in trouble.
I mean, but it's already been coming.
Okay, listen.
But it's coming in the prison. It's coming in the prison.
So why, if you a transgender, why not just go to a men's prison though? Because they like them niggas gonna do you up.
Right.
Them niggas gonna have sex with you in there.
Because they don't identify as a man.
That don't make. But see what I'm saying?
Go over there and
get some women pregnant.
That's the whole pronoun conversation that they're.
I didn't even put this on here to really talk about that. I put it on here to bring up what you just brought up. Like Don said, to peel the layer off of it and really get into the splitting hairs of the shit.
First of all, I support.
They got Don frustrated.
That's they like.
We ain't tripping on that. We don't judge over here. Everybody knows. Mike said gender doesn't define sexuality. Only them women know, because for all we know, God answered their prayers.
Okay, Mike. Gender does not define sexuality. Gender defines gender.
Facts.
What is a woman?
But they identify as a woman.
What is a woman?
A woman is a woman. Is someone who has.
Give the definition. What is a woman?
I'm just giving y'all what they.
What is a woman?
Me.
I know a woman have ovaries, a uterus. You have to be able to reproduce.
What?
Carry a child.
Oh, okay. So you have to be able to what?
Reproduce, carry a child.
Okay. So if you cannot reproduce or carry a child,
you should be in a women's prison.
No, you can't say that, because there are some women who can't reproduce or carry a child, right? But if you weren't born with the equipment to reproduce or carry a child, then you should not be in a woman's prison.
Tamika said Caitlyn Jenner is trans, and isn't she dating a woman? But Caitlyn Jenner still got his swipe though. Yeah, he still got his swipe though.
He's a transgender queer.
Okay. Mike is giving us some CIS gender that can do that. I don't know what any of that means.
So I guess again, it's that pronoun conversation. So again, we're gonna tread lightly here because I have a lot of family and friends.
Yeah, I do. Michael James, my guy.
But my thing is, here's the thing. Even with the LGBT Q community, I think we're fighting too hard for one to accept your desire.
I've been saying
that's your desire. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we all for it, but because if certain things we don't want to accept, which like calling you a he when you a she, or at the end of the day, something is something. That's why we got a car is a car, a bike is a bike, a house is a house, a table is a table, because this is how
my car can identify as a motorcycle.
Yeah, this is how we identify things. So, and I was watching Dr. Phil, I think a couple months or a year ago, whatever. There was a doctor on there. He was like, listen, you don't want pronouns, but this is how the world works. Why do you want the world to change the way we look on things? Because you want to be something that you wasn't born. Now, I get it if you feel that that's what makes you great. But it's not fair for you to say, I am a man, when in fact you was born a woman. And he gave the example of If you die today, 100 years from now, your bone marrow is going to identify you for what you were born as. Not what you identified as, not what you got your organs changed to, none of that. Your bone marrow is going to identify you as the chromosomes you were born with, which identify you as male or female, because we gotta put a label on something.
I saw that.
So it's no bash on you who you want to be. You know, I want to be a millionaire. Just because I'm a thousandaire right now, it don't. You know, who am I to say I've got $1 million when I really don't? You know, so I think it's equivalent to that in a sense. And I think they fighting a little bit too hard for us to accept the fact of calling you.
Michael J. said, "Respect is respect." If you say his name is Pope Francis, that's his name. But it's not though. If your name's not Pope Francis, unless you legally change your name to Pope Francis, you're not Pope Francis.
His mama named him Cassius. I'm gonna call him Cassius.
Right. But Cassius legally changed his name.
No, he did, but I'm just saying, what you call it?
I want to be called Muhammad Ali. Oh, guess what? Your shit is legally changed. Your name Muhammad Ali now.
But can you change your blood type?
No.
Can you change your bone marrow?
No.
These are things you cannot change. You cannot change. Can you change your DNA or where you come from? No. I can bleach my skin 1,000 times and say I'm white, but if my blood say I'm Nigerian, damn it, I'm Nigerian. That's just kind of like what it is. So identification and telling you how I should perceive you is two different ways. I'm gonna give you the respect because that's what you choose to be called. But when it's time for me to tell my tale and write my story, I'm gonna identify you as what I saw you as.
Mike said y'all call rappers and artists by their stage name with no problem.
No, that's okay. So we call them by their stage name.
But at the end of the day, when they get in trouble, when they get arrested, they not right. Lucci. Lucci was his regular name when he got arrested. I didn't even pronounce that shit.
He's not 50 Cent no more. He's Curtis Jackson.
When nigga get in trouble, he's Sean Corey Carter. He not Jay-Z no more.
Right. Michael Jackson wanted to be white. We knew he was a nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, come on. Let's just stop it. Like, I mean, I love y'all. I love
no, you know we do. We do. This is not a bashing
you can be
situation at all.
Whatever you want to be in this world. You can be whatever you want to be. But what I have to see you as is my choice, not yours.
Crown said, if that's the case, you should be able to say, I feel like I'm a millionaire and walk in Wells Fargo and they should just hand over you the bag.
100 years. 100 years is what you're going to get. Yeah, after that, 100 years in prison.
Hey,
I'm a trans millionaire, man. Trans millionaire, bitch. I'm going to the club tonight. Give me the mic.
Mike,
I'm a trans millionaire, bitch.
Mike, I do agree. It is all about respect, but you also have to respect one's wishes too. Just like we respect, their friends.
Tamika says she identifies as skinny person
sometimes.
Facts, right? In my mind, I'm slim trim. I don't give a fuck about the back fat roll poking out. Bitch, you better call me skinny.
I put this shirt on today, believe it, I was skinny.
Right.
Tamika snap.
You call me slim and trim. No, that's right, Mika.
Yeah, Tamika. That's my nigga right there.
Slim and trim. Yeah, but I love everyone that love me, so I really don't care what you do. Just don't cause no harm to me.
And it's not a lack of love or respect for people. It's just that you can't force me to see you as what you want to be. Hitler wanted to be seen as a hero, but you can't force me to see you as a hero when you murdering 6 million Jews.
Good point. Good point. So, in the same thing with the sports, like let's be true. You cannot put any one of those individuals that believe in that and they have a child, right? Whether they adopted this child or gave natural birth to the child, whatever the case may be, and their child is competing with an individual who identifies the opposite sex. Y'all men are naturally stronger and faster than us, just naturally. Mm-hmm. We got to work 3 times harder to get the strength that you guys have, regardless.
Michael J., nobody said trans people were Hitler.
That's how lies get out, Michael. Really? Nobody said that.
That's because Mike is a mess.
Mike is on one day.
Mike is messy, man.
But look,
nor was I making that implication.
He know that. He just messy.
So if you have if you have a daughter and your daughter been working her butt off, and they've been working their butt off to run track.
No, I compare.
I know what you're saying, but
you got a daughter,
right?
And she's working her butt off to run track.
Yeah.
I mean, she worked train
and
all day.
Here come this tranny
she's the fastest on the field amongst her people, and then you get a guy that want to identify as a woman that line up
Man.
I mean, muscles. They've been running
the triceps,
and then and then they beat her by a long mile. She crying. What you gonna say, baby? You gotta work hard, but she don't stand a chance. Yeah. She was just flow.
It's almost
flow show out there,
and to make it on some reality shit. What you just described almost makes it like the workplace.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? While you're seeing more, while you're seeing more DIY women in today's times, because the workplace it got ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just the glass ceiling and you know what I'm saying? Only so far how a woman could move up and it'd be mostly a men driven, you know what I'm saying? Work environment and shit like that. So that's the same thing as what you described. It's impossible for you to win. How the fuck are you gonna win? There's no way you could win.
Imagine if tomorrow, what's the Jamaican cat name? Usain Bolt says, I identify as a woman. and decides to compete against women in track. He gets some titties done.
Come on.
And he finna go run with the women.
It's just genetics.
He running the 100 in 9.77 seconds, and the fastest woman is running in 11.
Yeah, exactly.
He dusted them.
He about to break all their records.
He finna break all their records, win all the gold, and be the most decorated athlete in both sexes.
Because he's a man.
Because he's a man.
Waiting on the other side.
He's a man, David.
Right.
Man, but you know, hold on. Mike was still talking trash.
Yeah, Mike is
about their cisgender women that are one against trans women. Yeah, because they were those trans women were bums.
Yeah, they
weren't good.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't good. Let's let Mike Tyson be trans and go box women.
That's a good point. Good point.
Let LeBron be trans.
Right. Let LeBron and go play in the WNBA.
Giannis put on a wig and go play in the WNBA. Yeah,
come on, man.
He averaged 200. Mm-hmm. Like, what are we talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's
it'll be 150 to 12, and Giannis got 134 points. Because he decided to get his teammates involved.
I just really wish we had that same energy.
Her teammates involved. Sorry.
Facts.
Her.
I just wish we had that same energy for things that we can't control.
Proper pronoun. Her.
If we had the same energy for things that we can't control, I mean, your sexuality is your desire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to make this such a political thing or whatever, but the fact that I wouldn't choose no other race but to be black, but we can't choose the fact of how they perceive us, of how our other peers look at us as a threat. Like if we change that energy got so much attention. You know, the fact of their sexual desire got so much. They got more attention over the last 100 years than we ever received from the last 100 years.
Can I?
Go ahead. Get on Michael.
Let me address Michael J. Because Michael J. wants to play semantics.
Okay.
We're describing a cross-dresser is what he's saying.
Okay.
I'm saying if Giannis Antetokounmpo decided he was a woman,
Joanna man. Didn't you see the movie?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
What are we talking about here? Like
we're not talking. Oh, okay. If this started happening with the top 1% of athletes in the world, and they have now identified as the opposite sex, they would murder.
I agree with Indy. I didn't agree with the shit at first because I didn't agree.
He said Joanna man cross.
I didn't agree with the shit. Period. Like trans people competing in the women's sports or whatever. Yeah. I didn't agree with. But then when she gave the analogy that she gave, my daughter plays basketball. Right. Like I would be pissed if I walked into a gym and another school had like this boy on the team. You get what I'm saying? Like
a girl.
Yeah, a girl or whatever. Dunking. Yeah, dunking and shit. Like I'll be mad as a motherfucker.
They balls in her face.
He doing Kyrie Irving crossovers.
Imagine him dunking your daughter on his balls or your daughter's forehead. You're gonna be mad, right?
Really dunk on her back.
Yes, Crown. That shit happened with the swimmer dude. Mm-hmm. He's an elite athlete. Mm-hmm. She is an elite athlete.
We can't go with.
You said testosterone levels. But women men is naturally born with that though. Like such an advance.
Even with the medications and the
ain't that considered performance enhancement?
In his sense, he's saying it breaks down our muscles, but who's saying they're taking it while they're competing?
Right. Why would they take it when they're competing and when it gives them an edge?
Mm-hmm.
Athletes cheat all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of being an elite athlete. You're gonna find a way to get over where you can't.
Well,
that's why they flop in the NBA.
Well, these women in New Jersey, they fucking the transgender in the prison.
That's
why they doing it and they doing it raw.
Because the transgender got some meat.
The transgender didn't pull out or nothing.
Because the transgender got some meat.
He cream pied they shit.
If I was in there for a long period of time, I probably took the transy down. At least you honest.
Hey, she being 100. That's a women's performance prison. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like you meat stick on the floor, bitch.
Pull it out. Let me see. What's up?
This motherfucker got a wig and fingernails and shit, but it's meat stick.
Yeah, that bitch will take it off.
Yeah, but and in there you gotta take all that shit off anyway. So really, the trans person walking around there looking like Jerome.
Right.
You know what I mean? She ain't looking like Janiqua, Juanita, or whatever she done changed her name to. She walking around that motherfucker looking like Joseph.
Well, no, they technically still get to get their hormone medicine.
Yeah, but I'm talking about they take your wigs and lashes. They take that shit when you go to jail.
Still got hair and all that, titties and shit.
Shit, she gonna take them up that day. I'm looking at
okay,
got a dick too.
Okay, so it was she was a transgender queer?
hair and dick.
You know,
all up in the women's prison slanging dick.
Hormones is hormones, though. Even if you are queer, like sometimes when that
look, Bonnie said they wanted some real dick. They was tired of fake fucking them girls. All that shit. That's why I said they was tired of all that scissors.
I said, like,
they said what they done marched to let some trannies through with dicks. This motherfucker pre-op. You mean to tell me this nigga pre-op? Man, lock the door. Right. Lock the door. Them hoes was in there doing kegels and everything, getting ready for dude to come in that motherfucker scratching and all types of shit. For real.
I'd be so mad.
They took him down. They took her down, fam. Took her down.
So you
remember that meat?
I don't need the dick.
I'm
still smashing female.
Oh shit.
But it's some in there who need the D though. You know, you don't know how long old girl and them got though. You know what I'm saying? Shorty might be doing the stretch. Right. You know what I'm saying? She might be doing a nice little stretch and they done took away the conjugal. Because of COVID, niggas can't slide up there and smash them. They like, man, shit, they done let some dick on the
dick on the yard.
Some dick on the yard. Right. And it ain't a CO or a police officer or nothing, or your lawyer or no shit. It's a motherfucker who
broke bad on you already. It's like, man, why
not? They dropping the soap in front of her and everything.
Look, he said they had a threesome.
Probably, and if he do it right, he can monetize off of that. Now he's the only one with the
right.
All the cigarette free.
All the
secret cats.
Nigga, he finna get cell phones, all type of shit up in there. What is you talking about?
Right. That nigga got on a fresh pair of all white Air Force Ones. His Air Force.
Brown said if he ever get in big trouble, send me with the women's. I'm a train.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be in court like, hey judge, look here before you sentence me. Send me to Chachita. You know what Chachita had? I'm gonna give him the address and shit. Like, you know where Chachita at? Get up there with Greenback. Send me up to the old woman's facility. Yeah, hey, let me see your wig once, baby. I'm gonna put my bitch wig on in the courtroom. Right. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Take me up there. I'm gonna have 100 kids when I come up out that motherfucker. They're gonna be like black fake trans dude impregnates 100 women. And only got like 6 months.
Every woman in that joint trying to get on your pod.
Yeah, what? They line it up as soon as I get there.
They trying to get in the pod. I need to be on pod 6 because that's where the trans at.
I'm Chris Brown at an after party, nigga. They line it up for me, boss. Man, line them up.
They let him through. I be hurt. Look, they own it.
Hurt him. I'm sorry.
And motherfucker gonna be talking in that girl voice. As soon as we get in the room, I'm going to this voice. Yeah, this ain't that strap on. This ain't that strap
card and canteen is full as fuck.
This ain't that strap on, bitch.
Dick on deck.
Okay, so speaking of going to jail, because she ducked jail. But I don't know if you know. Floyd Mayweather's daughter beat up NBA YoungBoy, baby mama, and stabbed her and some more shit.
So she only got probation.
So she only got probation. So she ducked jail. You know what I'm saying? So she only got probation for that. So Yaya Mayweather pleads guilty to assault for attacking NBA YoungBoy's baby mama. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, watch her mouth.
Stab her.
Jug.
Off guard too.
Jug.
Then her daddy got her a lawyer.
Great one.
How you do the Jay-Z?
Great
one. How you do the Jay-Z?
Yeah, don't even worry
He
about
said
it.
demons.
Don't even worry about
those demons.
Don't even worry about it,
I
Biden.
thought he was talking about. Talking about us.
us.
Michael, am I part of that S?
Okay, so I ain't even gonna do that one. The dating. I asked this question on the last show because Ashley was here. I'm gonna ask you too. Does the dating pool in Milwaukee have pee in it?
I wouldn't know.
I'm saying just from your outside looking in your scope, because I know you might be on the sidelines and not playing in the game, but just because you do run a shop and I know it's girl talk going on in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You think we slick talking over here? Y'all really slick talking up in that motherfucker.
Oh,
you
we
ain't
get down.
fooling me, man.
We get down.
Yeah, I already she know.
Y'all should do on the road.
Summer Walker playing plenty Lambrusco and shit and hookahs. I know what the fuck going on. Go ahead.
From what I see, I think it has a lot of pee, urine, and feces in it.
Damn.
Feces.
So I'm gonna ask you like we asked our former guest.
Okay.
It's big for
Who fault is that?
You can't put a blame on it.
Shit. Break it down in percentages then.
As a male or female?
Yeah, who is a majority?
Why is okay? You want to go deep with this one? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's go deep. I think that there's a lot of feces and pee in the dating pool because most men don't know how to court or lead. And I'm only speaking from our culture. Now, I'm not speaking.
We're speaking from our culture. This is black folk shit.
From our culture, from the beginning of time, I know the male was stripped from.
Michael J said a little vomit.
Little vomit. I know a lot of our male in our culture was stripped from a lot of their manhood, from back in slavery with, demasculizing men and all that good stuff.
Because Tashina Arnold, Pam from Martin said, how long are black women going to keep helping America emasculate black men? Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. So, and I think, and that's a fact. So I think that it's a trickle effect that we got to go back from the beginning of time. Just like men was demasculated by, white community or whatever, the white man, that put us in a position to either seek them as being superior in our household, or it caused us to pretty much grow some balls where we had to become the men of the house. So now I think instead of when the men got the chance to turn that table back around, I think a lot of our men failed to do so. They, instead of them saying, okay, look, this was taken from me. Let me show you how I can regroup from this and be the man I'm supposed to be for my family. Now, I can't speak for all because most of the men I am around are stand-up guys and, take care of their kids and be a leading example for their woman or their daughter or their mother. But I do think from what we hear in the music, it's glorified to treat us like trash. It don't sell. Future is the king of it.
So what do Megan Thee Stallion talk about?
Megan Thee Stallion talk about treating ain't shit niggas.
What do
City
girls talk about?
Yeah, what do the city girls talk about?
Well, I'm more of a Rhapsody type of.
And I'm not. I know you're a Rhapsody type of chick, and I'm not judging when I'm asking this question because I like that ratchet shit.
I love City.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not judging when I ask this question, but I'm just saying I think it's by fault. I think all artists.
So hold on, we can keep going deep. Mm-hmm. So that we are the only culture that's glorified to treat black women like trash. Come on now.
That glorifies treating their women like trash.
Yeah, like we the only one that sells millions of records off of treat.
I don't think
who
so.
else?
You have to.
What
was a rich ass white man. And he did
no, is it?
But I'm saying, where do they glorify it and they make money off of it?
Is it publicized?
You have
who?
You have.
He's not treating them like shit.
He didn't treat them like shit.
What culture?
Not in the public eye.
What culture is publicized to where it's monetized to where they treat their women like trash? Now come on, I want to answer. No, I want a direct answer.
Okay, I could agree with you in that.
You stubbed
but
me.
they do it. They do it undercover. We just do it in the open.
No, exactly. I said. It's glorified. It's put in a. It's
no, they hide.
But they monsters.
They're not. They are monsters. They're in their world. They're
monsters.
But publicized.
It's a learned behavior. The behavior that we learned to treat y'all, we learned that.
From them. We watch them treat their women and
because we was taught
it's damn near like a generational curse. It's going to take time to change.
So we was taught to be barefoot and pregnant. We couldn't drive, we couldn't read, we couldn't do a lot of things. So when did you change that?
We was taught to be that too.
No. men, when everybody started getting rights, men got the rights before women. We was not only were we black,
but
we
they also
women.
Incarcerated us during that whole period.
Right. A lot of y'all did get mass incarcerated.
A lot of us, over 60% of us.
A lot. But then the ones that chose to do, frivolous crimes, what about them? We're not speaking. I'm speaking.
But they gave us 30 years for a frivolous crime.
That's a fact too. So when you got
then
out,
they put crack in the hood.
What did they do when they came home?
Listen, Indy, I'm agreeing with your stance, but I think what we trying to say also in the room is it's a product of the system that was created. Like it's the 1 + 1 = 2. I don't know, like you said. Now it's time about teaching. Like we teaching ourselves financial literacy. Yeah. White kids been learning financial literacy as long. When I got to Menominee Falls, they were teaching financial literacy, and I was sitting in class like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about? IRAs and RRAFs and all this? For they teaching us about shit with your job and all that." I'm sitting in class like, "What? What the fuck are you talking?" But they get it. I don't. But I'm coming from Mesmer, and you get what I'm saying? Black schools and shit. They weren't teaching that in math class. You see what I'm saying? So
my senior year, they started teaching that. So
what school?
Vincent, surprisingly.
But it was already too far gone.
You're a senior. You're a senior. It's too late.
Yeah, you already said
that's the structure that they wanted to start, and so it continues after.
So the thing. So what I'm saying is I agree with you. It's got to be something that's broken. It has to be a generational curse that has to be broken. And the only way that it can be broken is effort is put forth to break it. Right. Like when you watch a movie like What's Love Got to Do with It? And y'all know how I'm enamored by that movie. Ike is. But when you really break down the schematics in the mental dynamics of a person like Ike, not to justify what he was doing to Tina, but there's an understanding. And even when Tina in interviews, she gives you this angle that I'm saying also. It's a reason why he was like that. Systematically. That's what he grew up. So that's what he saw his grandfather do. That's what he saw his daddy do. So it's a learned behavior. And her thing was breaking it with the boys that they had. Ike Jr. and they kids. She didn't want them beating their wives. Right. So she had to get beat up to break that and then remove them from him so they wouldn't see that anymore. Right. See what I'm saying? So it has to be an effort put there. So I'm agreeing with you on what you're saying. I just think that most of those men were suckers, but they're a product of what they saw.
Yeah, they're a product of seeing sucker shit.
And I'm not justifying the actions of their grandfathers or nobody. I think beating women is disgusting, but it's just a product of what they saw. And I'm like, what she's saying, it's a learned behavior and it has to be reversed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Our bad habits are hard to break. Those are the hardest things.
You know what really gets me though? When we had a conversation about our successful men that go and date outside of our race. Anybody want to talk about that with me real quick?
Is it peace? They say it's peace. I ain't never dated outside my race. They say it's peace. No.
I don't know.
I like black women trauma. It don't bother me.
I don't have nothing against it. I don't have nothing against it. I just think
turns me on. I'm toxic.
You toxic. We don't like toxic.
We all are. We black, baby. You black in America.
Don't say that.
I'm toxic.
You black in America. You toxic.
You got some toxic.
You got PTSD and all types of shit in you. It's in you. I'm very toxic. So that.
No, but the conversation of like kind of like with the dating pool, I think that because it is glorified again.
What dating outside of your race?
No, in a sense, because back, what you were saying, to kind of break the curse. Back then, to talk to a white woman,
yeah, Malcolm X. Remember that was his biggest prize.
Having a white woman was the biggest problem. Oh my God, I got a white woman. I ain't gonna get lynched, nigga. I ain't gonna go do 100 years. I won. This is a Nobel Peace Prize right here. So it's kind of like, in a sense, thankfully not for you, but for a lot of them, that's why they get successful and they go get this, what they, I think, identify as a level of success. I don't think that's just what it is. I think
it's a conquering the
I just think it's conquering of the masses, and I think white women are more able to be submissive. But here's the thing.
I think Sierra's submissive. You don't think Sierra's submissive? I think there's a lot of examples of black women who are submissive. There's moments for a woman that I call king.
I could be submissive.
I call Beyonce king. I don't even call her queen. I call her king. There's times where I see her be submissive to Hov though. Yeah. There's moments where you can catch them on camera where she's submissive to Dog, and I think she's the biggest, baddest woman on the planet.
But look why Sierra would be. Look why shit. Why wouldn't?
No, but what I'm saying to deflect that narrative that only white women know how to be submissive.
Oh, no, I want to say
because that's something that I got on here too.
I said more prone.
Y'all, we here today. I fuck with y'all because y'all right on the same shit with me. Do women need a safe space in order to be submissive?
Yeah.
That's what Erica Mena said on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be submissive if she's not safe.
So again, to kind of piggyback what I was saying was that I think a lot of them go to the women because they think should I not say submissive? Should I say easier to control or the expectations?
But I don't think there's nothing wrong with a woman being submissive. Gender roles are appropriate. Yeah. Like we need those.
Submissive don't have to be bowed out.
No.
We live in a weird time where gender roles are being broken down by people who aren't cisgender. Right? So that the straight man and the straight woman are being taught that gender roles don't mean anything by people who aren't straight. And so, and this is not this is not a knock against the LGBTQ community, but this is we're being powered. America is powered right now by the LGBTQ community, and fashion, and the way that music, and the way that we interact with each other is being powered by that way. So gender roles are being removed from cisgender relationships. Just like Ashley sat up here on Tuesday and said, I don't believe in gender roles. Well, who taught you that?
I do.
Who taught you that?
I think we need them to a point. Mike said, sir, no.
I don't think gender.
Yeah, I know, Mike.
I don't think gender
put your cape on.
Always, I think it's
put your cape on.
You. Everybody not gonna be able to cook.
Yeah.
I cook better than my girl. So I cook in the house.
But I'm not saying that's not necessarily a gender role. So the dig what I'm saying. So this is where this is where the gender role will come in your situation. So let's say you cook better. You said you cook better than her, right? So let's say you cook better than her. Then you take the lead with the meals.
Right.
I always so then that's the gender role. Gender role ain't just a woman cooking. It's the leaders, it's the role that you're taking in the household, whatever leadership it is.
Right.
Okay.
Shit, if I'm telling you to make sure you cut off the light switch when you leave out the bathroom, that's my own job here in the house with you as a man. If that's my thing, then I'm leading you in that. You taking that, you know what I'm saying? That leadership as a manager or whatever you want to call it, I'm leading you to do that. You see what I'm saying? So if you taking the lead on cooking because you cook better than her, then that's you gender role. You know what I'm saying? That's you stepping up as a man of your house, being like, I'm a cook, baby. Don't even worry about that. You take care of diapers and some other shit or something.
So what if a dude only doing the cooking, taking care of diapers and all that stuff? Is that?
No, because he might lead in some other departments.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of departments to
it. Michael J said the single mom is what has confused him.
Thank you, Mike. I agree with that. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah,
I believe it's a part of it.
Because 50 Cent said he was confused. He grew up seeing his mama kissing a girl. So it's many things that come into the single mom thing. I said that last episode, removing the male from the household. Mm-hmm. Fucked up relationships that we're in today. Still in 2022, it affects people, young people today.
His mom was an L. She was a lesbian.
No, I'm just giving you how. Okay, so think about how what Mike is saying. How I'm just giving you another level of that, not just on some fuck your fork nigga type shit. Now you got I'm confused. My mother kissing a girl. See what I'm saying? My grandmama saying something else, but when I go to the crib, my mama doing this. You see what I'm saying? So that can confuse. See what I'm saying? And that's where Mike is saying the single mother created the gender role confusion. Because now, even on the pot, so I just gave you the negative side of it. So look on the positive side of that, even somebody that grew up like me, we honored my father, but he lived on the road. He was an entertainer. He spent 9 to 10 months out of the year on the road, literally. Like, so the person that I seen doing everything was my mother. You get what I'm saying? You dig what I mean? Like, my mother played baseball as a kid, so it didn't confuse me when my mother helped me with my little league baseball games.
Okay.
She had 4 brothers. She played softball. She played baseball. See what I'm saying? So that didn't confuse me. That my mother knew how to swing a bat and put on a glove and catch a ball.
Okay, so I grew up both ways with a single mom and a single mom who's a lesbian, right? It didn't confuse me on what it meant to be a man, right? But what's confusing for some kids is and I don't want to say this with like pointing the finger, right? I don't want to point the finger, but I want to say that. What you gonna drink? I want to say that how you perceive what you see affects people.
I'm listening. Hey, you asked me a question. He talking.
What we drink?
Right.
Go ahead, Don. My bad.
Multitask.
Brain freeze.
You gotta bring Mike.
I
back.
think that was his way of trying to curve it, maybe. Well, what am I drinking?
Yeah.
We gotta bring Mike.
What you drinking is the question.
I'm gonna drink champagne if I got.
No, how the fuck you ain't?
Yes, I am. So what I gotta drink? Cognac?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. We drink cognac.
I want to make sure. Let me taste this. Make sure it ain't tea.
You ain't gonna come on my show and bully me.
Yeah. Make sure ain't no tea.
You bullied me in Miami, nigga. You ain't gonna come on my show and bully me now.
Who was slow as shit? I see that video. I mean, I should insert that video. You lost too, bitch.
Wow.
I took my shit like a champ.
You did though. You did.
That shit went viral as fuck. I'm like,
let me taste that. Make sure it's not tea.
all these goddamn views. Then I said,
oh,
motherfuckers laughing at your boy.
No, let me taste it. One my cup. Make sure this ain't no damn tea. You think you slick?
You get another liquor.
Okay.
That's real deal. This is Cartier. This black owned and operated.
Period.
Yeah.
Blessed to touch it. You know, case may be. Period.
Shout out Steve. Hold down. Where your cup?
You just took it.
Oh shit. Okay, damn, my fault.
The cup in front of me.
So I play this game on here, Andy, right?
You got your own. Y'all got your own cup.
Yeah,
y'all fancy. You know, because you bougie.
Well, I mean, we are sponsored by liquor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ricardo Moore.
Drink
like a boss.
Okay, drink responsibly.
Drink like Indy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my, that might be
all
what
right.
we change it to.
What?
All right.
What you mean, all right?
Damn.
Pour.
What? Hold on.
Look at mine. And I don't even
Oh, you got my nigga slapped in Miami, but you want a sliver. Pour.
You know what?
Welcome to Slicktalk with Scalez.
He
avoided his shot.
Thank you, Don.
I had your back. Hold on, nigga. Post some more. Cause look at this.
What?
You gotta go right up on the run, man. No, you not. A little bit more, and especially that glass right there.
Yeah, you ain't said nothing. You can give me the motherfucker.
Still low is cheap.
The Cartier is.
Hey, behind the scenes, y'all gotta chill out, baby. Y'all making my spot hot, fam. You're blowing up my shit. The gig is up. They done blew my cover. Get the car. Here we go. So yeah, we play this game on here where you gotta pick one or the other, or if you pick both, you gotta drink.
Okay.
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 You follow me?
I follow you.
Okay. So.
Gotta lead me to the right path now.
All right. All right. Let's see how we want to start this off.
Let's see if y'all really fuck with me.
Let's see how we start this off with you.
Why are you standing up for this?
Because it's gonna be fun.
It's always fun.
Nicki Minaj or Lil' Kim?
Oh, y'all bogus. Well,
you already answered.
I'm gonna drink with you because it's both for me.
It's Nicki.
It's Nicki for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know I love Biggie, so I love Kim.
I understand.
I love Kim. We gonna stay on the female rap tip. Cardi or Lotto?
Cardi.
I
was about to drink to that, but shit.
Lotto.
Lotto for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cardi for me right now. Lotto on her way though. I like Lotto.
Yeah, I like her though.
I like
especially
Lotto.
Southside.
I mean,
she wrote that beat. Jesus Christ.
She be riding
I
the
love
fuck out
Carter
of the
Fontaine.
Yeah, I like Cardi. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like Cardi right now. That's why I think come to me in about 6-7 months because I think Lotto on some shit.
Yeah.
I might have to change that.
Come on, keep me rolling now.
Oh, no, we rolling. SWV or Escape?
Damn. Y'all might kill me for this, but can I get a song from is it Knees in the Week? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Escape is Tiny Enough, right? Escape.
It's SWV for me.
Okay.
It's both.
Total don't count, no display.
Yeah, Total was my that's them my bitches right there. TLC or Destiny Child?
Destiny Child.
Destiny Child. It's Destiny Child.
Which Destiny Child though?
All of them.
Destiny's Child.
All of them. Me.
I'm a B fan, so I'm proud with B any day.
You know, you making that face, but you know, I think TLC. You know, I think TLC is the most overrated group of all time.
Whoa!
I was really mad at T-Boss.
TLC, that's ridiculous.
Hot take.
Oh!
It ain't no landslide like the way y'all saying.
You don't think so?
TLC,
but bro, it's not close.
That's because of the what?
No. I ain't talking about after.
Bro.
I'm just talking about just take Destiny Child, the group. Yeah, but the music never wavered. It didn't matter who they plugged in them spots. The music always stayed fire, and it doesn't move.
Yep.
So this is my point with TLC, right?
TLC was nothing like the L.
TLC peaked very early, right? That's one thing. Two, they didn't have that many hits, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, and once they lost the L.
Yep, they lost the L.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, you know what I mean? That's kind of how that go with that. I don't. TLC cool. Salute to them, but they're very overrated to me.
They ain't overrated.
They very overrated to me. Very overrated. Very overrated. They sold a lot of records, you know.
You giving out hot takes like he's Stephen A. Smith around here. I mean, Kyrie Irving is box office.
Listen, they sold a lot of records. I will give them that. But I also, when you go back through their discography, I went to title, go to their title, and go to their top hits. It slows down after about record 7. You know what I'm saying? That's what my point is. Destiny Child goes to about 13, 14, 15.
What's Destiny Child's biggest record?
Survivor.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Say my name.
Is Survivor a bigger record than Creed?
Yeah, it's bigger than Creed.
Is it bigger than Scrubs?
It's probably around, but Bills is around Scrubs level. Bro, they had 2 versions of the Wyclef record. They had 2 versions of Bills. Bro, they had like remixes, and bro, them girls was going crazy. That little 5-6 year run they were dominating shit. TLC had like a 3-4 year run. It just looked longer than it was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that long, and they didn't have that many like hits, like where you can be like, that's the shit right there.
TLC?
Yeah, TLC did.
TLC whole first album.
The whole first one? You sure? You're not talking about the Crazy Sexy Cool. You're talking about the one with the condoms on their eyes. Because the one with the condoms on the eyes wasn't hits all the way through. The second album had Red Light Special, Creep, all that shit. That's the second album.
I was like 9. So.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So okay, so we gonna stay there. Mariah or Mary J. Blige?
Mary J. I'm gonna kill me if I say anything
else.
I'm Mary J.
Go back like babies.
Don says Mariah.
I'm always gonna say Mariah.
We're gonna stay in music. Jasmine Sullivan or her?
Her.
I think it's both for me. I got a drink.
We ain't even drinking. The glass ain't even went down.
I am drinking.
Definitely
tasting
it.
Exactly.
He tasting it.
His tongue licking.
Summer Walker or SZA?
SZA.
Ooh.
SZA.
It's SZA.
Because I gotta look at the performances and everything.
It's SZA for me.
Yeah.
I honestly can't tell you a SZA record.
Anita Baker or Patti LaBelle? Patty.
I'm drinking to that one.
Yeah, I got to drink to that one too. That would be a drink for sure.
Mike said, "How dare y'all her?" Mike thinks everything is disrespectful.
Mike, are you okay today? Mike is on y'all boost.
Hey,
he wanted to be here.
Yeah,
he nice came and been on the show.
Just came. Yeah, he was all friendly to you, and he just want to argue with me and Don and shit.
Stephanie, that's what I've been saying. He up here taking because
whatever.
technically you should have been where under the podcast. Like how are you still
measuring the liquor?
How are you still at the top?
How are you measuring my drink like that though?
With my eyes. That's how
you had to drink more
Scales
than me.
over here like you all in my business.
Because you don't be drinking.
When you in my business, I don't like that. Staying in or going out?
You said Eddie brought me here. Hey, thank you, Michael.
Whatever, Mike. Staying in or going out?
Drink.
You outside.
A bit both.
I'm gonna drink with you.
Staying in.
Going out.
I have to drink.
It moved a little bit that time. A little bit.
Miami or Vegas?
Miami.
Miami for me too.
Miami. Listen, did you tell them about how we put up with the 42s in the airport? Okay. That's exclusive.
That's exclusive. Niggas doing shots of 1942 in the airport at 7 a.m. in the morning.
The first time I did Miami,
she's pulling shots out of her bra. Like, oh, you want one? She in the airport like Oprah. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. This nigga in the airport like Oprah.
You get a shot.
You know, Spirit got them long ass lines. We ain't got nothing but time and shit. So these motherfuckers, I can't believe how many people saying Miami. Next thing I know, I see this crazy. Yeah, Miami. Miami.
Like I said, the first time I did Miami, I was 16 years old.
Miami got that
water.
I've
done Miami so many times.
Miami got that water.
Yeah, that'll do it to
that
you.
water.
Vegas
is nice, but it ain't got that water. Miami got that water.
I feel with Vegas, you got to spend money to really have fun. Like Miami, because of the vibes you're gonna have, like you can just really just be there.
Wait a minute, we talking about Miami, like the richest city in America.
Miami's expensive, but you could just go outside if you ain't trying to be ballers like. You know. Me too. I wasn't gonna leave you alone. I was myself.
We can't listen.
You know what I'm saying? We fucked it up for them people right quick down there.
I would go to Miami with y'all anytime.
You already know it. You already know it.
That was just situation. Sign me up anytime Miami. It be going for sure.
Local rap shit. Baby Drew and Cuckoo Cow.
My brother just love both of them, so.
You don't drink to bro. I'm a toaster, bro, because I don't want to get too drunk on this.
I know what you pick, nigga.
I pick Baby Drew.
Baby Drew.
Dirk or NBA Youngboy?
Dirk-yo.
Yeah, Big Dirk.
It's Big Dirk.
Big Dirk-yo. This lady guy.
I like NBA, but it's Big Dirk.
Him and his big white baby mama he had.
Watch a movie alone or with somebody else?
Alone.
I'm a nerd, so I gotta be
alone. I like to rewind shit.
I guess I gotta drink to that. It depends on what kind of movie. It depends on the company, and it depends on what kind of movie it is.
I gotta drink. You gotta watch a scary movie with somebody.
Not necessarily a scary. I don't really watch scary movies.
Yeah, I ain't a scary movie.
But like if it's something like Don said that I'm really trying to follow, then I don't need a motherfucker asking questions or talking. I don't need no distractions. Cause I got ADHD sometimes and shit. But if it's some goofy shit or a comedy or you know what I'm saying, I can watch that with somebody. You know what I mean?
Alone for me, I can go to movies by myself. I do go to movies by myself.
So I got to do it.
Well, he actually might finish a cut today.
With me right here, he goes to
corporate shut up. A quickie or a full out love making session?
Oh, full out me.
Full out you.
Red carpet me.
I'm managed. I like both. I gotta drink.
Well, you know what? I like both, but okay, I'm a drink. I like both.
I can't even do it quick.
But quickies are fun too, though.
That's why I said I like both.
Mm-hmm.
Give
me a quickie.
I don't get no
Give me a quickie in between the days, you know.
Then last but definitely not least,
what's the last question?
Love or loyalty?
Jeez, that was a tough one.
What did you say? Nothing. Don't say it. Don't say it. Love or loyalty?
Love.
Explain.
I'm gonna say love. Taking out the context of, I think love is. I'm big on chemistry, and I think that when you love someone, and you fall in love with someone, whether you fall in love or you're just loving the person, it's going off of their aura. It's off of who they are as a person. And when you fall in love or just love someone, you love them as who they are, as how they treat you. And I think that over time, loyalty is going to come with that. So that's my choice of love. And then love, I think, is endless, regardless of the fact if someone breaks your heart, because at the end of the day, we're human. I think love, to have a true love for someone, you're going to be human. You might be going to hurt that person's feelings that you love for sure. I kind of hate that line when they say love don't hurt. That's not true. Love is going to for sure hurt because we got the expectation up here because we don't really know what love really is. It's just an undescribable feeling that we put the love on. So I would pick love because when you just love someone and you know you love someone, you're going to always remember that person. Whether you never see them again, whether they dead and gone, whether they did you wrong, whether they got fat and skinny, whatever the case may be, you're going to always just love that person. And loyalty, I think loyalty is created off of love. So I think it's like the loyalty, the root of loyalty is love. So if I had to drink, why I gotta drink?
Because you just use loyalty to describe love. You want both.
I don't want. I didn't say I wanted both.
But you just use the word loyalty to describe love.
No, I gave an example. If you pick loyalty, no, I didn't.
You gonna get they both. So not this. You gonna drink regardless.
How? He asked me a question. He said, "What I want."
True love will come with loyalty.
They all
love
synonymous.
Because real love includes operating in loyalty.
Thank you.
Loyalty, love will come later.
Crystal is the first person who said how me and you see
it. She answered it the way we see it, but
it's still both.
This question is a trap question.
Trap question.
Because you want both of them.
It's really no right or wrong answer, and we really want both. And you can't really have one without
you can't just say one.
Technically.
I can't love you without being loyal to you, and I can't show you
love.
I can't show you love without loyalty.
Stephanie said you're taught how to love. It's in you to be loyal. You're taught how to be loyal.
Yeah, you could teach a dog how to be loyal.
Right, exactly.
What?
How can we teach one?
You can't have one without the other.
How?
Because you could teach a dog. You could teach a dog how to be loyal, right?
No, you can teach a dog.
You could be loyal.
You
could be loyal to a job, right?
What loyalty is, you have to be taught
and hate it. You could be loyal to a job and hate it, right?
You said you can teach a dog to be loyal.
Yes.
How?
Easy. You give it treats. You take it to the bathroom.
You
show
it.
You know how you teach.
That's teaching it loyalty.
But in love, I'm not teaching
let me give you the real answer. Let me give you the real answer.
If you really love somebody, you learn how to treat it.
You know how you teach a dog to be loyal? You love
it. Yeah.
So that's why I choose love. And what comes with love is loyalty.
So they all synonymous. So you can't have one without the other.
It's like saying can't have unprotected sex without a chance of having a baby. It's gonna come with it. But if I was asked to pick one, I pick love, and what comes with love is loyalty.
You got it.
I pick what. So that's I think in my head
that was the best.
way.
That's the best answer, but your answer included both.
Oh, so if I wasn't supposed to say it, then I got it. I still drink because at the end of the day,
you can't have one without the other.
We do gotta applaud you because that's the best answer we
so
got
far.
In 12 episodes. That's the best.
Stephanie keeps saying you can be loyal to someone or something that you don't love.
A nigga can cheat on his girl and still love her,
That's not
right?
true.
That's a fact. But listen, loyalty, you loyal to you ain't. Just because I cheat on you don't mean I don't love you.
Yeah.
But that's why I say that loyalty is not.
But is sex proven? Does sex dictate loyalty?
No.
Okay, so that's still like
sex don't dictate love either, though. Right?
No, it don't. So sex has nothing to do with loyalty and love. I can just do it because I want to do it.
So you loyal until you not. It meaning that when you cross that threshold,
that means I don't love you no more.
No, it just means that I'm not loyal to you.
Right.
Because I crossed the threshold, don't mean I never loved you.
So in order to
you get what I'm saying? Like I can love you with all my heart. I did something that you despise of. It do not mean I don't love you. It don't mean when you die tomorrow, I'm not gonna bawl my eyes out. It do not mean that I probably wouldn't give you my left kidney if you needed it because you about to die. It just means I did some fucked up shit because I'm human. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. Mm-hmm. So I think we gotta take out what we think loyalty is and go off of the feelings because at the end of the day, what our chemistry and our feeling. Yes, me, 93 please. Sorry, Scalez. But I think that's the.
No, that's a good answer. But
It's
a very that's one of those vague
perfect answers. He says that's
a perfect answer because loyalty is defined in different ways by different people.
Yeah, it is.
And love is a universal language.
Love is a universal language.
Yeah. And the best way I think to describe it, at the end of the day, I probably did some shit that you totally despise of. But if I love you,
correct, Crown.
My heart is gonna yarn for you.
Yeah,
my heart is gonna be broken if something happened to you. Yeah. Why you think women, when they men treat them like whatever the case, they go through divorce or they break up, whatever the case is, and then they still hurt. Yeah. Because you can't cut off love, but you can cut off people that crossed you. Mm-hmm. You can cut them off. You'll still cry about it, but you can cut them off. Love is you gotta take the time to properly heal from love, because that's just an undeniable. That's just an unexplainable feeling that we get. We can't see love. It's like air. You gotta have air, but we don't know what the hell air is.
I mean, what is it? What is it, 6 episodes?
Yeah, it was more than that. I've been asking this.
The correct
I've been
answer.
asking this question.
Finally.
Yeah,
the correct answer. Finally.
I brought the queen on.
She still had to drink. And on that note, this is episode 130. This is episode 130 of the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast. Endypendence Day was the name of this episode. Shout out to everybody who tapped in with us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. We was live on all those platforms. When this episode ends, you will be able to replay this episode back soon as we go off the air. Indy, let them know your handles, social medias, where they can find you at.
Guys, you can find me at, I prefer you guys to follow me on my business page at Building with Indy. If you guys are interested in any trucking logistics, I am, they call me the GOAT, but you can find me on Building with Indy on Instagram as well as Facebook. And if you want to find me on Facebook for just my person, just to say, hey, girl, hey, you can find me at Indy. So tap in.
That's right. Yes,
on the screen. Oh, yeah, that's me. Yep, on the screen. Yeah, Building with Indy, that's me, guys. Go ahead and follow that. Like, share, subscribe, or whatever the case y'all be saying. Tag a friend, tell a friend. That's all in.
Same shit. Always. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
I really enjoyed Women's Week.
Yeah, Women's Week was dope.
I really enjoyed Women's Week, but I'm letting y'all know Tuesday is going to be nigga day. We're going to find the biggest nigga.
I want to come on with the niggas too.
No, Wednesday.
I don't know if y'all can handle me.
Ladies Week.
I don't know if y'all can handle me.
Ladies Week was dope because, like I said, we need something to break the monotony around here.
Not only that, listen, quit putting us in our own bracket. Women's Week. Nah,
that's your thing.
No, it's not my thing. I want to run with the vulture.
Okay, so look,
put me in.
I want to run with the savage.
It's not technically Women's Week. We was just calling it that because we had Ashley on Tuesday.
I like to
we had Ashley on Tuesday, and she a boss like you, and then we had you today. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, damn, this Women's Week because both of y'all ain't taking no shit, biting y'all tongue.
Bring me back with the men because obviously y'all like the way I think. Right, I like the way I think.
Facts.
Right. Like, of course you did. Like the way I think.
Stephanie said, "Fuck that. Bring her on Saturday."
What's going on Saturday?
Show?
Are we back?
We doing
Saturday? That was a special occasion.
We doing a Saturday. What's Saturday?
Special guest.
Hey, Stephanie, that's what I'm talking about, girl. Root for me. You know what I'm saying? Campaign for me, but no, but seriously. Bring me on with the men because, the men, I be ready. I really want to talk with y'all.
Okay.
I really want to talk about because I know you was wrapping up, but I really want to touch bases on the fact why men become intimidated by women who make more money than them.
Yeah, you ain't in the room with them.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's called a sucker attack.
I didn't know that was a thing. Spoil me, baby. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Spend it all.
Ain't nothing wrong with spoiling your man.
You need some help counting that shit.
I didn't say nothing wrong with some merit.
I got like a B- in math. You need some help counting that shit. On the G, fuck you mean? Niggas clown. Any nigga on that what, KB? Any nigga on that, you a clown.
Yeah.
He might as well put a red nose on and join the circus.
Let's just finish it.
I just be talking.
Mike said it's a thing. Mike, them niggas trip.
When I say that, when I talk about a woman not paying for me, I'm just talking about dating.
Yeah, no, you get what she's saying though. Like if somebody,
together, if you make more money than me,
that's successful or whatever. Thing. Like, man, please, I wouldn't, man.
Well, no, not see. It's a thing when you're doing your thing, but then I think it's a hit on some men's ego.
Yeah, I mean that's some niggas. You know what I mean?
Fun, you shopping, you kicking it, then it's like, okay, you can't move.
Some niggas be having a little dick energy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who ain't on that type of term like myself. You know what I'm saying?
What did the Bible say?
Hey, I get turned on by the successful shit that you got going on. That's some goofy ass shit. You know what I mean? I want you to be successful, baby.
Drink out that Slicktalk.
Get as many motherfucking licks as you can.
Cheers to one of the best
Slicktalk sponsored by Ricardo Moore.
Every lick come your motherfucking way.
Ricardo Moore. Drink like a boss.
Drink like a boss.
Yeah, right.
Go to school, get a degree, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Any nigga on that shit, he's a goofy. You hear me? You heard it from Slicktalk himself. That nigga's a goofy. Tell that nigga go join the circus, make some money like you. You hear me? Goofy nigga.
It's nice, ain't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Black owned and operated shit, McCartier, you know what I'm talking about?
That is Bootsy.
I might have to start drinking some more of this shit. Got niggas talking slick, man. We finna get the fuck up out of here though. Cause I'll be here. I'll talk to 10 off this cognac.
But you finished it.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Scalez drank a whole
they had the whole bar clapping for me in Miami, the Clevelander. They had the whole bar. Table full of chicks next to us like, we don't even know why we clapping.
I said clap, like, the clap though. It's a celebration.
And on that note, man, we out of here. We gonna see y'all on Tuesday. Peace. We out.
Andy, why you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Why you do that?
His eyes got love.
That was cute.